Hi guys, how you doing? It is Monday the 27th of April and I'm just in from work. As you can tell, my attire's slightly different from what I normally wear. The reason I've decided to post this vlog is because I had a little bit of a eureka moment when I was out walking the dogs there. A wee bit of me was deciding that, it's quite interesting that I'm on this journey just now, obviously, to compete in my first bodybuilding competition at the UK DFBA, but then also a part of me was thinking, it's a massive journey and it's a massive undertaking that, people do in their daily life. I was up getting a haircut there from my barber, and it's actually quite interesting some of the things we were speaking about, just even in the past, I was going to say the past year, but that's a bit unfair because it's only April just now, but as a teacher I always think about things academically, in the academic year from August to August, so the amount of things that went on this year academically in my school year, for want of a better term. It kicked off in August, and obviously my plan in August was to compete this session. And to be honest, this year, from a school point of view, has been nothing but stressful. As it currently stands, we were in a couple of months before we got the dreaded box arriving in our school for HMIE coming in to inspect our school. Not only is that an incredibly stressful time for any sort of academic person in education, but under the circumstances that we were facing in school, it was incredibly difficult because our staffing ratio was below average, and they hadn't replaced a retired member of staff within my unit that I oversee. So needless to say that circumstances weren't ideal. In addition to that, my personal life wasn't great either. I had just broken up with my girlfriend at the time, and you're probably not in the right headspace. Work completely takes over your life. Anybody who's in education and knows about HMIE will know that in preparation for HMIE you're virtually spending as many human hours as you possibly can at work. The gym really did get sidetracked, and I really did put my aspirations of competing in the back burner for the 3 weeks prior to the inspection. Thereafter, the week of the inspection, you're so burnt out, you're so drained that the thought of training is probably the last thing in your mind. And at the end of that journey, I'd lost the best part of a stone. I hadn't trained consistently for nearly a month, which is the first time I've done that since 2010, when I had no training facilities when I was on holiday in Tunisia and then got stuck due to the volcanic ash. So yeah, a long time to go without the gym, but what I did find after Christmas, after HMIE, I then focused my attention on, getting my mojo back in the gym. It was very important that I got back into the gym, get back into my routine, get back into my normal structure, because what I did find was a lot of things had changed in my life, obviously, as I said, in my personal circumstances, and my professional life had taken over. So it was about gaining a wee bit more me time. And what I did find over Christmas and New Year was the fact that I got me back. I got back into the gym, I got back into things that I enjoyed, and at that point I got back with the girlfriend that I'd split up with. So things did seem to get back on track. Very, very quickly after the Christmas holidays, a week after the Christmas holidays, my relationship ended, and it was a massive thing to take, because I thought I was back on track, things were going well again, and this could have been a massive setback, because I just felt as if I'd got myself back to normal again on the back of HMIE, but it wasn't to be. In between that time, I also went for an acting position in my current establishment, which I didn't get, so that also knocked my morale. So lots of kicks and lots of blows round about Christmas and New Year time. After that, I decided to apply for another job in a school, and based on the remit and the information I got from different colleagues from different schools, I thought I really stood myself in good stead about getting the job, and unfortunately that was the end of January and I didn't get it. I was picked by an inclusion officer who, for those who aren't in education, inclusion officers may be the equivalent of like a quality improvement officer, so who oversees a number of establishments. so bigger than your head teacher and whatnot. So for that person to come back down the ladder was very hard to take, and the fact that I couldn't do any more to get the job, you know, was quite sickening, to be honest. So at least at that point, although I didn't get the job, I then decided that I was going to compete. So my professional confidence was knocked, although my gym confidence was coming back up again. And things in my personal life were a bit erratic, you know. For those people that do know me, I also got a puppy in October. So it's been absolute hectic, absolute bedlam. So from that job then in the end of January, I then applied for another job and interviewed in March and was pipped again. So that was my second job out with my current school that I'd applied for and didn't get. So really, to be honest, I've spent most of my weekends studying, and I've had literally no time to recuperate and to chill out and relax. I've either been in the gym, I've been dieting, I've been doing cardio, I've been looking after the puppy and the dogs, or I've been studying. I've decided tonight